Abraham Lincoln, his ties to New York and to the Rochester area, all explored through a New York Historical Society exhibition now at the Charlotte-Genesee Lighthouse Museum in Charlotte. Lincoln and New York explores the myths and controversies surrounding Abraham Lincoln. It's open through September 17th in the Lighthouse Keeper's Dwelling. Lighthouse Historical Society Chair Bob Owens says this is a new direction for the Lighthouse Museum.
Well, we actually had applied for a grant that was going through the New York Historical Society, and that was to bring in some books that were going to be available and to do, bring in an expert to talk about these books. And we did that process, and in the meantime, about maybe 4 weeks later, we got a phone call and said, would you be interested in hosting this exhibit? Because they were excited. They didn't realize a lighthouse would have a museum that could do something like this. So they were just really purely excited about the whole thing, and that's where it all came from. And as soon as we said yes, it happened.
This is I don't know, I guess it's a new challenge. It's something that the Charlotte Lighthouse and the museum hasn't really done before. Is this the kind of thing you want to see more of?
Yeah, I think we're going to do more of this in the future, and certainly when this exhibit leaves us in September, it could go a little later, but right now it looks like it's going to go in September. We have some things that we're going to do.
The exhibition also shows how Rochesterians thought about Abraham Lincoln, from local Republicans who confidently expected William Seward, the area favorite, to be the party's nominee in 1860. The local newspaper editor who wrote that the greatest danger about Lincoln was that his economic platform would precipitate a panic. To the crowd, estimated at 15,000, who gathered on the morning of February 18, 1861, to greet the train bearing the president-elect towards Washington. The Lighthouse Society is the first institution to host this new traveling exhibition, made possible by a grant from the National Endowment for the Humanities. It may be a sign of things to come for one of the area's hidden attractions, the Charlotte-Genesee Lighthouse. Events from one end of the campus to the other combined with beautiful weather to bring record crowds to the 5th annual Imagine RIT Festival. Rochester Institute of Technology spokesman Bob Finnerty tweeted that 35,000 people visited the Henrietta campus for an event that's part technological showplace, part art exhibition, part business incubator, and everything in between. RIT likes to call it a collision of the right brain and the left brain, or maybe more like putting them in a blender and whipping up ideas neither side would have thought of on its own. At the Gordon Fieldhouse, where half the world's annual output of iPads appeared to be in use, we ran into Dr. Chance Glenn. He's Associate Dean of Graduate Studies and host of the science and technology podcast, Intelligent Conversations.
It's kind of a clashing of the minds, if you think. RIT is known for artistic stuff. It's also known, obviously for technical and scientific and engineering things. This all kind of comes together here. And you get to see it from the practical side all the way to the theoretical side, to the artistic side. Everything is all here.
And we dragged our daughter out here because next year she's a junior in high school, and we want her to be thinking about what do I want to do. Is that one of the things that you try to accomplish here?
Exactly. You see a lot of kids out here, they get to put their hands on things, they get to see what science and technology all is about. And they get to actually participate, and it sparks something in their minds. And, I have 2 daughters out here, too, and they love it. They're out exploring right now.
There were some 50 hands-on exhibitions in this one hall alone, from electric-powered drag racers to self-improvement software to medical applications for 3D imaging, even a canoe made of concrete. Here's RIT senior Sean Peterson, part of Strong Arm Technologies, and that harness he's wearing is a prototype gadget that helps a worker to lift heavy loads the right way.
We developed a device that constrains users to the proper posture to decrease injuries in the materials handling industry, for parcel handlers, materials handlers, things like that. And now we also incorporated these force sensors. So as you can see, once I lift 451 pounds, the sensor goes off and the user goes lifting nicely.
I did it.
Across the rest of the RIT campus, more applications of technology, computer and information handling, innovation, business development, engineering, the arts, and the humanities, robots, of course, ways of recovering wasted energy, next-generation charcoal stoves for developing nations, and even the Iroquois Confederacy showing new products made from the traditional Native American white corn. A global village all on one campus. Imagine RIT.